the humanity of it all! Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place. Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way. The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten. Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all if they perform it their way. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece. There's that too. Anyone could take offense. Now I'm doubly concerned. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the, original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines. Of course, all the roles are played by men, or at least women with the decency to pose as men playing women. It can get complex sorting it all out. Here's a copy of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script. Now, good... No, you're about to perform, so I shan't jinx it. Get to it!
I love playing in the city. There's so many places to see.
Excuse me, you're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor. You? You're the replacement? Well, why aren't you in costume? If you're going to be playing Lady 14 Flowers, you'll need your dress! There's no time for you to run back and get yours. I'm sure we can find one to fit in the back, though most of our performers are less... broad. Did they give you a copy of the script when they sent you over? Let me see that. No! This is all wrong. They sent you with the old script. Bloody Actors Guild is staffing itself with water buffaloes, I tell you. Here, have it back. The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again for the changes before you head on stage. Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few tweaks. We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy, but we accepted the revisions, and here we are. I'm sure your Actors Guild told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is short notice. Ruin your scene and you get nothing, just like normal. Understand? Just get at least half the lines correct, and the crowd will figure out what's happening. Any less than that, and it becomes one of those obscure plays no one likes. Now, read that script over. Come talk to me when you've got it, and we'll get you into final costume and onto the stage. you read the script? Do you feel one with Lady 14 Flowers yet? Why are you guild actors all the same? Isn't the money motivation enough? Look, you're playing a noble lady in the court of the first emperor, Sagacious Tien. You're seen as opposite another noble, Fortunate Puzzle. You're bringing word to the court that the emperor has halted his... what else? You're kind of sad, depressed even. There, if you're as professional as the guild said you'd be, that should be enough to work on. That's the spirit! Let's get you into the back and costumed up, Lady 14 Flowers.
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Imagine condemning the Jade Empire at its heart. The fools.
All of heaven's blessings guide him, but Sagacious Tien has been absent from the palace for such a time. His conquests of the northern kingdoms have kept his light from us. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all the way to the useless jungles, which were left as nothing for the Monkey King, are fused into the mighty Jade Empire. To the east, Sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves, and lo, to the west, he found enlightenment among the hills of the 6 holy scrolls. But what word from the wastes of the horse lords? Ah, what is this? Why, 'tis Lady 14 Flowers. We can only hope she brings word. My dearest Lady 14 Flowers, under what banner does your entourage travel today? Peace in the north? Could this be? Have all the horse lords been subjugated so easily? Heaven smiles upon the empire today. Your arrival here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached? You phrased that most interestingly, Lady 14 Flowers. Why do I sense there is more to this story? But surely the might of the Jade Empire is unquestionable, and our will to victory unswayed. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader? Deep in the wastes of the north? Surely you mean the far edge, the horse lord camps broken behind him. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial City for weeks. With such a chill in the air, was this some time ago? My lady, I sense that there is more to your story than I have gleaned. Perhaps my own perceptions blind me. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, Who was it that our great emperor turned to? The heavens had turned to him? These words, are they riddles? Wait, what word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady? A celestial event, most auspicious. And so, our most noble emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the empire to the ends of the earth. But we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the Emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
What in the dragon's eye was that? I saw no treason there. The informant will suffer for a lifetime.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. The crowd loved it. Fantastic performance. You managed to hit every line perfectly.
You continue to surprise me. I wouldn't have thought you the aspiring actor.
Our sponsor may not be happy with the version you read, but I've always preferred the old version of the play anyway. I guess Incisive Chorus put you up to this, because I know I gave you the new script to study. Good for him. I believe I owe you an actor's fee. Enjoy. I'm glad you were here to fill in. We would have sunk faster than a bottomless boat without a solid Lady 14 Flowers on hand. Rather fun. Now I know you're not one of the guild actors. They're never positive about anything. Oh well, no harm done, I'm sure. The performance wouldn't have gone on without you, professional actor or not. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must attend to.
Had your, moment, did you? You do you? I've been asking around, you know. Fantastic! The scholars loved it! One's already asked for a copy of the manuscript. I'm sure there will be more. Perhaps as many as 3. Here, I promised you this, and you should have it. Yes, that's it. Enjoy, and thank you so much. Oh, so much to do. So many, copies to make. Yes! Ha!
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a bare-chested wild man with hair covering his back and arms. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
You've earned quite a name for yourself. At least they didn't get your appearance right. Let's find out what else they know.
You there, Sky. I see you skulking around like a ghost. Where have you been? I've been out spying on the Lotus Assassins. We're trying to draw their attention, and I wanted to see if it was working. I'm happy to report our bait has snagged a fish. The Inquisitors have taken notice of us. In fact, one of their representatives is on his way here now. You were spying on an Inquisitor, and he didn't notice you? Impossible. What's really going on, Sky? Where were you? The Inquisitors are masters of espionage and intrigue, Sky. They would have seen you tailing them. They would have seen you and killed you. You underestimate me. I can be quite invisible when necessary. I followed the Inquisitor for some time without him being aware of my presence. Then I slipped away and rushed on ahead to warn you he was coming. I didn't want him to catch us in the middle of anything incriminating, like this argument.
Irkana. O Nikasurir Kwananoka sa Iriro. Niato o Nonapadi Irovir. Kuni Uknawata Ir. Ukirwir. No Fantayana Ukonani Pinatawa. Konir Fuk no Sankud Nano Wana Nyapir. Isana Yuyo. Irkana, o Nikasurir Kwananoka sa Iriroro. Sata Tawi ir, o Nawa Fukuno Sukutnia Awafawa ir Sutuk. Wowo Sun Pununo, Yapapat Nasia Uir Sair Wooth. O Sair Kokanato, Tanatnia, Katanano, Shafatoyo. Kokanato sihiri panoneniku. Niato nonapadi irovir. Kuni uknawata ir. Unowir na no pa irsu. Isana yuyo. Kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Sata tawi ir. Unawa fukuno sukud nia awafawa ir sutuk. Unowir na no pa irsu. Isana yuyo. Kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Ipanar nuko iwa ir. Nikasanarir. Iruro ninua sa irkana. Unowir na no pa irsu. Isana yuyo. Kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Ikirnik tinepiru, o iperek uksun puno. Usair kokanato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokanato sihiri panoneniku. Niato nonapadi irovir, kuni uknawata ir. Usair kokanato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokanato sihiri panoneniku.
You know, far be it from me to presume, but I have an idea of how we might be able to solve this problem. My glorious wife's third cousin is a minor official in the Ministry of Harmony. I know a little something of the way Judge Fang conducts his business. All of Fang's ministers bring him an honor gift when they go to see him, an offering given as a sign of respect, a bribe, some might call it. If we replace Shang's honor gift with something insulting, rare turtle eggs, for example. It's true. A gift of turtle eggs would be as insulting as a box of manure. Even more so, because they are so difficult to track down, whereas manure is somewhat common. I admit there are still some details yet to be worked out, but acquiring the eggs is easy. I have some here that you can simply have.
You have turtle eggs? Here? After just saying they are very rare?
Well, I was saving them for my coming anniversary. You buy early if you want them to be ripe. It doesn't really matter, does it? There are more daunting problems to consider. For example, how will you sneak past Shang's guards to make the switch?
We should just kill Shang. Nice and simple. Kill his guards, too.
Oh, yes. And while we're at it, we could kill Fang and his guards, too. Unleash rivers of blood in the streets, all in the service of the Lotus Assassins.
Now that is how you interrupt the bureaucratic process. I'm all for it.
I am no coward, but there is already more blood on my hands than I can ever wash clean. You know this. I have no plan for you, no easy answer. But working with the Lotus Assassins is a bad idea. No good can ever come of it.
We really don't have any choice, Sue. It's the only way we'll ever rescue Master Li. I don't like the idea of causing trouble for Shang. Maybe we should investigate Fang in the arena first. We might be able to stop him from getting that report without hurting Shang. Or anyone else.
Maybe you're right, Dawnstar. I just hope that in the end we don't sacrifice everything for the sake of one man, even if he is your beloved Master Li.
It's up to you how we handle this. But remember that the Inquisitors aren't just thugs, they're more subtle.
I trust your plans go well. Despite the dangers you face and inflict, is there something I can do for you? The time is coming, but not yet. There is a great challenge ahead of you, and I will be watching very closely. Goodbye.
What do you want? There are spirits everywhere here in the city. Ghosts live inside of the people who remember them. Just a little. Everyone has that spark. Except for me. I have no one inside of me. Except for the Guardian and the other. But some of these people, the ghosts inside them cause so much pain. The ones that hurt? The spirits have such sad stories. The people don't know though. All they understand is that they feel bad, but they don't know why. When you feel bad for no reason, you might have touched